Good evening and welcome to Mrs. B's Masterclass for the January box. How are you all? If you're watching with me this evening, please do give me some like or love, or if you watch on replay, please give me a hashtag replay so that I know you've dropped by. And if you've got any questions or comments, please pop them in the chat underneath, the comments underneath. Hopefully I'll see them. If not, I'll drop back in and check up on them later. But yeah, welcome to our masterclass. Now this evening, as the title said, it's all about magic painting. And have you ever wondered why it isn't just for kids? So tonight I'm going to talk about magic painting and give you the reasons why I love magic painting and why I think it is just really good for adults as us grown-ups as well as the children. Okay, I know it's really easy to think that because it comes from Usborne, a children's book publisher, that it is just for children, but actually it's great for us as well. I use it quite a lot. I do my magic painting and I do find it has a real positive impact on me. So I thought I'd like to share that with you this evening. So most of us don't relax. We just stop working, but we still are thinking. You know, how many times do you think, you think you're relaxing, but actually your mind is still whirring. You're thinking about what you're going to cook for tea, putting the next load of washing in, who have you got to go and pick up from where, when's the next run, the next drop off you've got to do with the kids, or, it could be anything, what do I need to put on the shopping list? When am I going to go and do the shopping? Just thinking of all the things that we need to do. Our minds never switch off, okay? But with the beauty of magic painting, it gives your brain just one job to do. Magic paint. And that's why it works. The real benefits of the magic painting, there's lots. First of all, it quietens that mental noise. Okay, so when you're resting and your brain is still whirring around, with magic painting, your brain focuses on the water and the movement as you're painting across the page. You don't have to make any decisions, and any decisions you make about where you're going to actually paint next, it's just where you're going to paint next. No major decisions you have to make. No scrolling, no doom scrolling on your phone, no scrolling through Facebook, and no shoulds. Okay, it isn't like you have to paint here, you have to paint there. It's your decision at the time. It's active rest and it's not zoning out. Another benefit of magic painting is it gently regulates our nervous system. That repetitive movement as you're dipping your paintbrush into the water, then going across the page, actually sends calming signals to the nervous system and helps to start to regulate it. Magic painting gives a predictable outcome. That gives your nervous system a safety net. And there's no pressure to get it right. There's no pressure for it to be perfect. The colours are already there, the shapes are already there, the picture's already there. You just need to put the water on. And that means that actually magic painting is especially good if you're tired and wired. Okay. Magic painting also builds mindfulness without much effort. You're present without trying to be present. You're there. You're in the moment. You don't need to use breathing techniques. And there's no sitting still telling your brain to shut up. So actually, this is mindfulness with magic painting for people who hate being told to relax. Magic painting creates a tiny daily ritual. Just a short amount of time each day. There's no prep apart from getting your book, getting your paintbrush and getting your water. There's no mess and there's no perfection. Which means it actually gets used, doesn't get shoved in a drawer. And that is why it works so well for adults who say they're not creative. Because there's no perfection. The picture's already there, the colours are already there. Actually you can create a piece of artwork without actually being creative. It's already there. And that's the beauty of the magic painting books. You can actually tear the pages out so that you can actually, if you wanted to, put them up on the wall. Or, you could take a page out and give it to somebody. That's the beauty of the magic painting books. So I just thought I'd think about as well, just some little mindset nuggets, little things that help us remember you know, why we want to do magic painting, and actually sometimes when we're doing activities like that for ourselves, we actually feel quite guilty, don't we? That actually we should be still busy doing something else. But actually, we need to remember that rest doesn't have to be earned. You are entitled to rest. Your body is entitled to rest. Calm doesn't have to be productive. And doing something simple on purpose is still self-respect. So making that choice to do some magic painting that's quite simple in itself is still rest and calm, and is still self-respect. And actually, what I think is it's not about switching off life. It's about switching yourself back on. And it's about, giving yourself that chance to calm your nervous system, to regulate and create that calm, to be able to switch yourself back on. Now, this evening, I'm going to give you an invitation, and this a very, very practical invitation, okay? But it's pressure free, and it's just an invitation for you to actually try magic painting if you haven't already. It's my 5-minute unwind rule. I want you just to pick a time of day. It could be after dinner, it could be before bed, it could be that mid-afternoon slump, whichever time suits you the best. And I want you to get your magic painting book, your brush and your water. And I want you to set a 5-minute timer. Then I just want you to paint during that 5 minutes and paint until the timer ends. Once the timer goes off, stop, even if you want to carry on. And the reason I'm telling you to stop at the end of the 5 minutes, even if you want to carry on, is because actually 5 minutes consistently is better than a longer period of time just one off. Consistency beats intensity. And that's what keeps this ritual, if you like, cozy. So that's my challenge to you this week, is to try that 5-minute unwind rule. Try it and see how you get on, and let me know how you get on in the comments below. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you've tried magic painting before, but also if you try my 5-minute unwind rule, I'd like to know how you get on with that as well. So you don't need more time, and you don't need a better routine. Sometimes you just need one small, kind pause in the day that belongs to you. So why not now go and take out your magic painting book, take your water and your paintbrush, and give yourself that 5 minutes now. If now's not convenient for you, if now's not supportive for you, then tell us when in your day would 5 quiet minutes feel supportive. Do hope you actually have a go at magic painting and feel the benefits. I am a big advocate for it. So please do go and try it. Try that 5-minute unwind rule. Let us know how you get on. Tell us what time of day is best for you, because that would be quite interesting to see what for the people, what the different times of day are. And yet, go and give it a go and let us know. But thank you very much for joining me this evening, and I will see you in March for March's Masterclass. Bye for now.